Hi VC, it's Aaron, Mutha Alamare, and today I'm having a contest because I just hit 1,000 subscribers. So I'd like to thank everybody who has subscribed to me and commented to me over the last almost 2 years now that I've been in the VC, and I would like to thank every single one of you, and it's been great. I learned a lot, met a lot of great friends, and I wouldn't trade this time in the VC for anything, and I'd just like to thank everyone. So I'm going to have a contest. I know there's a lot going around right now, but I always said if I ever hit 1,000 subscribers, I would have a contest. And I've done 2 contests in the past. My first one was an introduction to the vinyl community, and my second one was a VCLT video, contest video. So I've never actually done a subscribers contest, and this will be the only one I ever do for subscribers. And I figured 1,000 was a great benchmark, and if I ever hit that, I would do it. So here we are. And so, you know, I just would like to especially thank all my great friends I met in the VC. That's the most important thing to me, and the discovery of all the great music that I've found since I've joined. And so, the contest is going to be, there's going to be 3 things you have to do. It's the only time I'll ever say this. I usually don't ever do this, but you'll have to be subscribed to my channel for this contest. And that's not a thing I usually do, is ask for subscribers. But in order to enter this, that'll be a stipulation. Number 2, you have to show at least one record, or it can be a record, a CD, a cassette, whatever, of a band, of an album that you discovered through watching the vinyl community. So, you know, you can do it specific to a channel and then talk about the record and discovering it from that channel, or something similar to that. I will show you as I go. And then the last thing you have to do is just leave a comment on this video letting me know that you made a video so I don't miss it. So, you know, and that's the most important thing, is to leave a comment, especially because there's just so many channels I'm subscribed to, and some people I might not be subscribed to, and if they make a video, I might miss it. So leave a comment on this video. And the prize, what I'm going to do for the prize is whoever wins, I'm going to have one winner, and I will put together a customized package for them. So, say someone that's a heavy metal person wins, I will put together a VCLT package to send them. It will be a minimum of $100 on for a medium. That's what the records will add up to. You know, medium Discogs prices. The minimum it'll add up to is $100 median. So everybody in the world is eligible. Anyone in the United States and Canada, I will send that package out to them. If it's overseas, if I can do it, I will send you the package. If not, because some countries, like I know some places in South America, it's very expensive to send, you know, mail in certain places. Most of the places I'll do it. But if it's really expensive, somewhere that's like over $100 to send the package, what I will do is either a PayPal or Amazon gift card for $100. So it's basically a $100 prize. And this contest will end on April 18th. I picked that day because that is tax day in America, and it's a day where people usually lose a lot of their money. So I figured to give a prize back on that day would be kind of fun. And so I will just kind of go through and then show how I kind of want this. You can do it however you want, but you kind of get the idea. So first off, this album here I discovered through my good friend JC from the Flip Side. His channel is the Flip Side Vinyl Community with JC, and it is Leather Duchess. And this album, I'd never heard of Leather Duchess, and he pointed them out to me, sent me the record. I would have never known this band. It's one of my favorite albums in the last couple of years, and I would have never known about this band if it wasn't for Josh over at the Flip Side. And that was so cool, and it's a favorite of mine now. The next one here, and this is actually, I think, the first VCLT I ever got from my good friend Chris Prophy. And his channel is Chris Prophy, Musically Obsessed. And this is Black Flag with Slip It In. Now, I'd heard of Black Flag, but I'd never listened to them until Chris sent me this record. And now I've become a huge Black Flag fan, have about 7 of their albums, and I'm very happy to have discovered that band. Thank you, Chris. So it's really cool of you to send me that and get me into Black Flag. It caused me to buy a whole bunch more records, which is what I like. This next artist here was sent to me from my really great friend Jeff Witcher, and it's Jeff Witcher's Vinyl Destination. This is LaMontagne, and this is really outside of the music I usually listen to. I'm usually into like the harder, heavier stuff. This is very subdued, and it's a very good listen for the mornings. You know, just early in the morning, you just want to put something on, kick back to. Really good, and I'm really liking him. Now I got another LaMontagne record, and I'm really liking him. Really cool voice, really cool music, and thank you, Jeff Witcher. That's very cool. And this here, see, this is a different way to do it, was sent to me from my friend Gary at Physical Format Rock and Roll. Now, I knew this band, and I have a record of them, but I never heard this one, and I was on the fence about getting it until he sent it to me, and it became a great favorite of mine. This is the Dead Daisies with Holy Ground. Now, the record before this had John Corabi on vocals called Burn It Down, which I really loved. This one has Glenn Hughes on vocals, and I was like kind of iffy on getting it. But because of him sending it to me, I become a huge fan of this. Now I've really rediscovered my love of Glenn Hughes' vocals and gone back, and I just love it. So thank you, Gary. This next album here, I discovered through multiple channels in the VC, and it was, you know, I just saw it all over the place when it first came out, and I was like, I need to get that because everyone was talking about it, and I don't remember what channel I saw it on first because there was probably a dozen. And this is Hell Ripper with The Affair of the Poisons. Really great death black metal, one-man band, I believe, and this is just an amazing record. I'm so happy. I never would have heard of this band if it wasn't for the vinyl community. And that's what I love so much about the vinyl community, is discovering bands that I've never heard, albums I've never heard. And, you know, you think you know a lot of music and have a lot of music until you see all these other people and they're like, I've never heard of that, I've never seen that. That's one of my favorite things about the vinyl community. And this one here is a great example of that, of an album I never would have even heard about if it wasn't for that. This one here, is a super group that I'd never even heard of, and I know a lot of the people in it. And it's got Glenn Hughes again, it's got Joe Bonamassa, John Bonham, and this is Black Country Communion that my good friend Drew from Diamond Needle sent me. And this is a great album. I never even heard of this band for some reason, and now I'm really into this. It's just a great, amazing super group. Killer record here. And yeah, thanks, Drew. That's very cool of you. This next one here, I actually won a contest a while back, and this was thrown in as an extra. And this comes from my friend JT from JT's Record Room. And this is Psychosomatic with The Invisible Prison. And this is a great kind of a progressive, I don't know, technical thrash album, I guess you'd call it. And his nephew, I think, is actually the drummer. So I never would have heard of this band. I absolutely love this record. It's really good. I spin it quite often. Really good album. And yeah, see, that's the cool thing about the vinyl community. I never would have known Psychosomatic, and I absolutely love that record. This one here, I discovered through comments from someone that only comments that doesn't make videos, which is pretty cool. And this is Man or Astro Man, Experiment Zero. This is a great band, very different band. Really love it. See, that's the thing. I was in a store and I heard comments about it on my comments. And so when I saw an album, when I was in Salt Lake at a record store, I saw it and I snagged it, and I love it. It's absolutely great. The person that commented was Brandonio Granger, and he was telling me how great these guys are. And so there's another way to discover great albums through the vinyl community, just from the comments. And thank you, Brandonio, for that. And then these last two were inspired by probably the first two channels I ever watched. And I watched the vinyl community for probably 5 or 6 years before I ever joined and made videos. And this one here is actually a band of a member of the vinyl community. This is Ultimatum with Into the Pit, and from Scott Waters. And Scott Waters has a great channel. He's a singer of this band, and he sent me this, and now I've got 4 Ultimatum records. I love them all. Really great stuff here. And this is another band that I had never heard of before I joined the vinyl community. So it's just an amazing record, great band. And Scott Waters, check his channel out. I'm sure everyone that watches me, or most people, know him. Great guy and great channel. And then this last one was inspired by the first channel I ever watched, is Frank over at channel 33 RPM. And I saw him showing this record, and so I went and ordered it, got it, and absolutely love it. This is Diamonds with Never Wanna Die. I never would have heard of this band if it wasn't for the vinyl community. And, you know, this is from before I was in the vinyl community as a member of a person making videos. I got this because of the vinyl community. It's kind of what started it all, and it's an amazing record. And there we go. That's basically, you know, you can do anything kind of like that you'd like. And the deadline is April 18th. Just make a video. Make sure you're subbed to my channel. And leave a comment on this video. And that's it. Everyone, good luck. And I will keep you updated throughout the next month and a half. Thank you.